Hey, sir, how are you doing?
Very good, very good.
I won't, I know you're probably exhausted and tired of dealing with this all day, but I'll just dive in. Uh,
No, no,
First of
man.
all, I'm a huge fan. I've spoke to you a couple other times. And one of my big happy claim to fame is that I have a quote on Redeemer, which is one of my favorites. So it's always an honor to get to speak with you, sir. One of the things I love about your characters you do in every movie is they're always so different. You bring not only just the visuals, but you also bring a different fighting style every time too, while still being you. When you craft a character, is that kind of on purpose that you're trying to not only the visual, but trying to say, I think I want them to fight like this too, because you have the Condor has a certain thing, the flamenco dancer in Killer's Game, all these different things.
Yeah, actually, well, that's exactly what I like about like to explore different things and in terms of fighting styles and understand when I get receive a car and I got the opportunity to play a character and I go, okay, how this character is gonna walk, how he's gonna move, what his style, how he fights. So once I understand the character, then I create a style for that character, or I try to understand how this character moves and fights, and then create a choreography according to that. So that's pretty cool, It's like, yeah, you're right. It's like my late movies. In every movie is such a different style, character, everything, and it's fun. It's just, I don't know, you just have this opportunity to play these different characters and being able to explore also the different techniques.
Well, I was telling my wife we were talking about it because I always describe you as like you're a martial arts icon at this point, but you're a chameleon because you could be on screen and nobody like fight or flight. If you don't look twice, you're like, what? Hey, that's him. You know. And so I get all excited when I forget you're in something. I'm like, hey, they're like, I don't know who that is. I said, then you're stupid. uh, so in this one, I talked a little bit to Ernesto about how y'all came up with the look because it's a very specific look for
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
guy who almost looks like a psychotic accountant. I
Yeah,
almost put last thought he looks like a Bond villain.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he said y'all went for a walk and kind of was crafting it out. What kind of was your influences as you were putting it together?
Well, a little bit of Terminator, a little bit of Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men, a little bit of I Saw the Devil, that character. I don't know if you
Yeah,
is horror movies, like this type of horror movies, like that you see these characters that you just the atmosphere, the weirdness and Takashi Miike world. Um, eh, Audition. I don't know if you've seen the movie Audition.
yeah.
Yeah, so this type of atmosphere, we wanted to create this horror character more than a action guy, right? Action movie kind of. No, we wanted to move a little bit, brings this horror genre through this character. And this was Ernesto's kind of goal, and then I went with it, and I start understanding, okay, well, so let's see how this guy walks, let's see how he moves, let's see how he fights, and then we start create understanding the wardrobe and the look, and then I went, what, this guy you know needs to be awkward, is the opposite of aesthetic. It needs to be, and so we start exploring the look, the glasses, the wardrobe. It's a fun process, man. Very fun process.
It's always interesting because you look at somebody like that and you think the guy's kind of a nerd because of the glasses and the haircut and stuff. If you saw him at a desk and a computer, you would believe that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
When he comes at you as a psychotic killer, he's more terrifying.
yeah, yeah,
He's a guy that would be your taxes and then might kill you at the same time.
yeah.
And it kind of, and you're talking about taking the influences. It made me think of the movie, I think it's called Invincible. You did. It very much made me think of Silent Rage with Chuck Norris, where the unstoppable killer,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
it was kind of those kind of influence things pop up.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So I guess even more so with this character because he's so unique. I think this is one of my favorite ones you've done visually,
Yeah.
just because every time you did something, there was something new to find about him, and the hand was a whole new thing on its own.
Yeah.
So how hard is that on the fighting side of it? Because you lose the grip with that hand because you're stuck in that static fist.
Yeah.
You know, when
Yeah.
you had to do the shotgun, I know there was one part in one of the final fights where you're grabbing Scott, but you're not grabbing. You're kind of having to like.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How hard was that to kind of play with as you're trying to do some of your stuff?
Yeah, well, that was a challenge, but also that would create this uniqueness on the fight scenes because then you got to deal with this thing, and there's a story behind this hand. So, you know, it's a very nice element to play with and to create something different. And
Right.
actually, what it at the beginning came up as a difficulty, and so it's like, oh man, we're getting ourselves in trouble here. How are we gonna do the fight scenes and blah blah blah? It turned out to be something that give us room to create something new, to find ways and ideas to solve problems in the choreography. So that was pretty cool, you know.
And I want to commend y'all because there's something that movies tend to miss sometimes, and I don't think it's on purpose. But like in this case, if you hit them with one hand, it's going to be a certain way. But you hit them with the still hand, it's going to be something else.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was very noticeable, especially in that final fight where you hit him one way, it's this, hit him this way, and it's fly back.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll miss it, you know. And so I just thought all of that was just some great stuff that y'all put together and combined it, creating again. I would watch a whole movie with just that guy. You know, as much as I love Scott and I love the movie, I just want to see this guy in the TV series in his day to day.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Well, before I lose time, I have to ask you, and I asked Ernesto the same thing, so I'm putting in the good fight because we got to get the rest of the Fist of Condor. There's still a story lingering, and I would love to see more Redeemer too. It's like I said, it's one of my favorites. Is there any chance we're going to get any of those happening?
Yeah, there's always a chance, and Fist of the Condor is there. You know, it's about it depends on you guys. If you show love and people see the movie and support it, then the producers and the distributors are want to continue the story. You know, and we already have a story kind of lined up.
Right.
I would love to continue that story. I just love that movie. You know, it means so much to me. So we would love to do it again and to continue the story. You know.
Very cool. Yeah, that one. Not only did I push it every time I talk to somebody because I did giveaways on my website for it to push it. I have the poster hanging in my home gym for it. You know, it's ingrained in my world here that I'm not going to let it die.
Yeah.
Like any other.
Man, I would love to, man. I would love to continue that story, man.
Well, before they kick me off, I just want to tell you, like I'm a huge fan, obviously, but it's a great honor to get to speak with you. And as a martial artist myself, I learn from you every time I watch you do something. Whether it's the way you design something, the way you carry yourself. I watch stuff on Instagram with some of your training stuff too. And I told Scott similar thing is it really improves me as a person, as a martial artist, just getting to witness you do your thing.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support, man. It means so much, man.
But now that I said that, I'm late for my class, so I got to go teach a Taekwondo class now.
Nice.
I appreciate you, man. Good luck with the movie. I can't wait to see what you have next. The movie is fantastic.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You have a wonderful night.
Thank you. You too.